guys, welcome back to the Goonhab. What exactly do you know about her? This could be or could have been your girlfriend. This video is intended to trigger your sense of awareness. How well do you know the woman you're with? And how likely is it that you're ignoring too many red flags? This video will be longer than usual, but stick around. What you're about to hear is sometimes more impactful coming from the horse's mouth. If you're still confused about why you can't trust women, let this one remain in the back of your mind because you will need it.
Hey, how you doing? What makes people cheat? Do they cheat just because they can? Do they cheat because they're out of love with their partners? Or what? Now, whatever the reason for cheating may be, I'm going to be telling you in this video the 5 types of women who will cheat on you. So 5 types of women who will cheat on you. Let's list them right here, right now. Woman number 1 is the materialistic woman. Now, such women are quite a lot actually in the system. They barely or hardly work for, the stuff that they want, and have hardly worked for the things that they own. And they have this insatiable appetite to just get the finer things in life, no matter what. And they don't care who they hurt in the process. These women are highly driven by material things, and all another person has to do is to pretty much flash money before their eyes, or flash that kind of item they're looking for before their eyes, and that's pretty much all it takes for them to cheat.
Don't we all know those types? Publicly, they'll tell you that material things are not enough to get them in the door. But this is only because they don't want to be seen as gold diggers. If you should pay attention to the kind of guys they try to get attention from, then you'll see that she's a walking contradiction. If you're an average guy, the kind to ask them out on a date or offer to buy you a drink, and your advances are rejected, but at another time see the same chick doing everything she can to get in the good graces of a guy with money. A guy that you're probably better looking than, maybe the CEO of her company. That example never disappoints. This is when you'll know where she stands. Critics will say it's about who she finds attractive, but they'll never mention what she finds attractive. How often do you see even average-looking women flirting with ugly, broke men?
Right? And so they may not necessarily be satisfied with you, with what you give, and especially if you're not in a position to give. And so you want to, by all means, avoid women who tend to come across as materialistic. All right? Such women have very low loyalty and may end up in another man's bed if you're not able to meet their materialistic needs.
Facts don't care about your feelings.
Don't say you weren't warned. The second type of woman I want to talk about today is the woman who just won't stop going on social media apps or dating sites long after you and her have begun dating.
Any takers? Come on, I know this have happened to someone here. Well, I guess it's possible that you were completely oblivious to it.
If a woman has found you as a partner for life, or maybe someone who they're even sort of prospecting, okay, could this be the guy? A lot of women who are worth anything will actually really stop looking for other partners out there.
That's where you're mistaken. It only takes them to upset her. And by upset, I mean calling her out on her crap. It doesn't have to be something serious. You'll start seeing her by yourself on her phone in a corner a lot more often. Those friend zone numbers weren't deleted. They were only on timeout.
And so if you have a girl who, let's say, is still on Tinder, even after she met you on Tinder, and you guys hooked up and you've started dating and you have a serious relationship, and she's still maintaining her Tinder account, perhaps you should find out why. Ask her if she's still looking for another man, and if you're not man enough for her, and insist that she, gets off the app.
That's the worst advice ever. Do you actually believe she would ask you those questions if she caught you doing that? Asking a woman about what she already knows is wrong makes no sense. If you have to ask her why she's still using dating apps, you've already answered your own question. She does not want to let go of those options. The just-in-cases will always be around.
Now, by no means am I saying that every single woman who still has a dating app or visits dating websites even after they met you are definitely going to cheat. But I'm just saying that what is the point of still opening yourself up to all sorts of attention if you have found the man that you want to be with?
Because she knows from the get-go he won't be enough. He won't be able to satisfy all her needs. Receiving attention from men she's not in a relationship with is sometimes even more gratifying to her.
You catch my drift? So the propensity for a woman to cheat, in my opinion, is higher just because if she fails to remove herself or make her DM too accessible to strangers, then you should know that she's still open, she's still looking, and you might not be the one. You might have placed her on a pedestal that's a little too high for her at the moment. So yeah, I mean, I'm not saying go snooping on her phone, but you definitely need to open that conversation and see where her mind is at when it comes to things like that. Dating apps, people sliding into her DM. What does she say to them? What does she do? Does she encourage them? That kind of thing. When a woman is really serious with you, she doesn't take other people seriously, and for that matter, does not engage a lot of these people who slide into her DMs or engage her on dating apps. Type 3. Now, she's the type of woman that I call an unapologetic flirt. Now, listen, I know there are a lot of women out there who, in fact, it's not just even a woman thing. There are people out there who just love the attention they get when they flirt with people, all right? It can be playful, but my thing is, where do you draw the line? Like, at what point does it stop being playful, and do they start to actually engage other people?
For most, it doesn't have a time period. All it takes is for the other person to show the same interest. Then before you know it, they're in a corner somewhere.
Maybe when you were single, maybe when she was single, she was flirting. Okay, because she's trying to find her a man, right? But now that you're in her life, what's her excuse for flirting with other people?
You'd be surprised at how many they have when they shouldn't have none.
And how disrespectful can it be if she's flirting right in front of you? You go out for an event, and there she is, rubbing guys' cheeks and doing all sorts of things to draw attention to herself. When a woman is taken, she cuts down or totally eliminates flirting from her life.
Do you see that? The possibility still remains. She should cut it off completely, not cut it down.
Not to say that every occasional flirting once in a while is still a dangerous sign. It could be completely harmless.
Do not confuse the two. A friendly smile or hello is not the same as flirting. Unless, of course, you're one of those weirdos who can't tell the difference. So you try to move in only to be humiliated. Sure, some women make those harmless little gestures, but that's only for you to keep validating her. She's gonna give the guy she really likes the real thing.
But all I'm saying is, if she has found you and she thinks that you are the guy of her dreams, she's not gonna be flirting with every Tom, Dick, and Harry, right? It's really disrespectful, and it doesn't send the right message to the people in your circles who are observing her. All right. So imagine you go for a party with all your other friends and their girlfriends, and then it's only your girlfriend flirting with all the other guys in the room. What does it say to you? How does it make you feel? You're insecure. It's just a matter of time that if sister doesn't put a stop to it, some guy is actually going to lead her on, and then the worst could possibly happen. So be careful of the unapologetic flirt. Type of woman number 4, the woman who never shows you off. Yeah, she hides you. So you've met this amazing woman, you've kicked it off, everything seems to be going well, but you've still not met the very important people in her life.
Well, to be honest, this only applies to relationship seekers. If I'm not that interested in her, I'd rather it stay that way.
Her best friend or friends, her family, you don't know anyone. You barely even know where she works. She's very secretive, will not give you information, will say that you are prying a bit too much when you ask questions. I mean, see, if a woman really cares about you, if a woman really wants to be with you, she wants everybody in her circle to know that this is my man. So if you don't find yourself in a situation where this woman is happy and willing to show you off, you're in trouble. You're in deep trouble, and no amount of prayers are going to get you out of that one. Chances are there are other people in the running, possibly other people she's dating.
Pretty much. You've hit the nail on the head with that one, because that's exactly what they say about us when we don't do it. Oh, you're hiding me from your side chicks.
And for that matter, she might be cheating on you and your relationship may not mean much. So I think whatever you do, no matter what you do, if within the first few weeks, months, this woman that you've started dating is not eager to show you, let you meet anybody else in her circle, chances are you're just a booty call or a side and the main guy is actually there. She's cheating on you with some other person. And finally, a woman who lacks attention.
Uh-oh, here comes the attention 304s.
I had to go there. Now, there are a lot of women who actually like attention. They love attention. They crave attention from their significant others or from their partners. And if you're one of those guys who feel like, oh, you know, I finally landed this girl and so I don't need to work hard to keep her anymore, I'm sorry, but you're really mistaken. Because women need constant reassurance. They need words of affirmation. And indeed, you need to know the kind of love language that your partner has so you can give it to her straight. All right? If she's someone who seeks attention from you, and she's even gone as much as articulate it for you to understand that attention is like number one on her list.
I honestly don't think that many women understand how annoying that can be. It's like attending to a newborn. If you've ever been with a woman that calls you multiple times a day when she knows that you're hard at work, you know what I'm talking about. They don't give you that space to miss them. They're always in your face. The most annoying are the ones who call you to talk about nothing, just to say hi and sit there waiting for you to start a conversation. A few weeks of that and you no longer want to answer your phone. Like, lady, go find something to do.
As fickle or unimportant as it may sound to you, make sure that on your list of things you want to do, things you want to say to her, things you guys want to do together, attention is top priority. Okay? When women say they like attention, or where you find a woman who loves attention, give it to her.
But at the same time, would prefer you to be wealthy. It's funny how that works. If you're with a woman that can't keep herself occupied until she sees you, then prepare for the worst.
Okay? I'm not saying drop everything that you're doing just to give her attention. I'm saying if that's what she wants, give it to her. Don't overdo it though, because that could also like be a little creepy. You need to find.
Were you waiting for that one? I was. There's no foolproof way of doing it. The hoops you've got to jump through to keep things balanced with a woman is enough to drive you insane. This is why most men throw in the towel and run away. You just won't remain conscious on her emotional roller coaster.
Find like a really nice balance to be able to do that. So those are the 5 types of women top of mind who will cheat on you if you're not careful. Now
she made a lot of great points, but you also have to be on the lookout for the misleading and self-serving bits as well. What a woman is like when she's around you can be a completely different thing when you're away. If something doesn't feel right, it often isn't. Trust your gut. Don't go accusing her without proof though. Just keep an open eye. Anyway, that's gonna be it for this one, guys. The link is in the description. Please like, comment, and share. I want to thank you for watching, and as always, be well.